Alright guys, so we've got the Nikon Z7 and the 35mm 1.8 mounted on the tripod. I'm just going to roughly try and point it towards the Milky Way here. I think we're fairly about right about here. So we'll see how that there goes. Now my settings for this are going to be f1.8. ISO 10,000, and my exposure length is going to be about for a 35mm. Let's go for about 10 seconds. We want to really try and keep those stars as nice and round as possible, so we can see how they perform in the corners. All right, just going to quickly adjust this a little bit more, just straighten it up a bit. Okay, so the other settings that I've got on my camera at the moment here are, let me just switch off to it. So I'm shooting in flat, so picture control flat, so that way when I import those raw files into Lightroom or something like that, there's going to be no alterations done to any of those images. I found out if you switch it to landscape mode, vivid mode or whatever, then those adjustments are actually sort of baked into the raw file, so when you load it in Lightroom, sliders have already adjusted. So I'm shooting in flat so I can have the most amount of control over the image. And the other one too is long exposure noise reduction. I've got that off as well. Alright, so first photograph, 10 seconds, 1.8, ISO 10,000. We want to make sure that our camera's in manual mode. I want to zoom in on some stars here, and I just want to try and get this focus in. Now, the focus ring is very smooth, I will say that, and the stars just sort of snap straight into focus. The great thing I like about this system here is that you've got your infinity marker on the front of the screen here, so when you're using wide-angled lenses and you're trying to get your stars on the back of your viewfinder screen here, and sometimes you can't see them, you've got to sometimes look at the window up the top and get the infinity mark, switch it to turn the focus ring to the infinity, and then dial in your focus a bit better here. We can just do all on the back of the screen here. We've got the infinity marker there, so just straight to the infinity marker and then adjust accordingly. Okay, so now that that's done, I am going to zoom back out, magnify back out, use a self timer of 2 seconds and fire it off. So let's see how it goes. Alright, first image is complete. Now let's see how it looks. And what I can see straight off the bat, sorry, I've got trucks passing by and whatnot, you might hear that in the background. What I can see straight off the back of the image here, it looks absolutely remarkable. So f1.8, let's zoom in. That's incredibly sharp. Now the biggest test is the corners. Okay, so with the corners, they also show chromatic aberration. Okay, if we've got a little bit of chroma there. So let's zoom right in. Now, looking at that top left corner, I can see there's like a little bit of chromatic aberration, not much at all. Like, you'd be extremely fussy if you were to say, no, this lens is no good, because it's a bloody good lens. As for chroma, again, it is just ever so marginal. Like, you'd almost just go, nah, I'm very happy with that. I'm actually pretty shocked on how good these lenses are for astrophotography. So let's go have a look at the top right. And again, bit of trailing from the exposure, but top right, I can't really notice too much, any chromatic aberration or chroma there. Bottom right, again, absolutely phenomenal. I'm bottom left, a little bit of chromatic aberration, but not much at all, just a bit of purple fringing around the outside of the stars. But I'm just being absolutely incredibly picky right now, and I'm just zooming in as much as I can on this image. So if you were to zoom out in this image and just have it just a single shot nightscape image with a 35mm, you'd be seriously impressed with this star quality corner to corner, as well as the chromatic aberration control on this lens is just fantastic. Now, how do I rate them so far? I've shot with the 14 to 30 f4, the 50 1.8, and now the 35 1.8. I'd have to say the 50 1.8 is still a little bit better, but again, look, we're just being super fussy with this here. Like, this is just maybe beyond fussy. But yeah, great lens. So if you've enjoyed this this review of the Nikon 35mm 1.8s on the Z7 for astrophotography, give us a thumbs up. If there's anything extra you think I should add to some of these review videos as I do them, please leave a comment. And if you're interested to see what else happens on this channel here, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Every subscribe is great support, and I'm absolutely loving it. So thank you to all those that have already subscribed. Anyway guys, that's it for me. So until next time, take it easy. See yous.